Hello, my gorgeous people. I'm so excited because it is officially the end of the Hair Growth Reset 2026. And this is going to be a chance to truly celebrate every single person who has joined us. And even if you didn't join us for the reset, you're going to get something out of this video, okay? So let me drink my water. I also need to go live on Instagram. So let me go ahead and do that if you're watching on the replay. But in the meantime, guys, tell me where you're from. Are you an inner circle girly? Let me know. Okay. Hello. So I'm putting on Instagram. Hello guys, I'm so excited because it's literally the end of the Hair Growth Reset 2026, and honestly, it's been life-changing. My face is finally looking a bit snatched, so I can't really complain about that. But I'm just so excited to just be celebrating with every single person who was part of this Hair Growth Reset. And even if you weren't part of it, honestly, you're going to learn a lot from this live and just be encouraged. So just let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I love to hear where you guys are from. Hey, Sharla. Hey, GMCM from Cali. Hey, Mariam. How are we all doing? So I will be revealing who our winners are, and there are going to be some additional prizes because quite literally, as part of this reset, you guys went all in. If you're someone who was a part of the Hair Growth Reset, then please make yourself known. And if you didn't know already, the Hair Growth Reset was a 30-day program that we put together in the inner circle with Honorary Naturals, which is the brand that I've curated. And it was just truly more than a hair growth challenge. It was a way for you to really understand your hair from a holistic perspective and get back to the roots of the issues you may be facing. So we had non-negotiables, which included doing 10,000 steps a day, eating whole foods, doing scalp massages, hair kindness, low manipulation, and all that good stuff. So we were really accountable with each other, which was amazing. Hey, Sharla, of course, Sharla. Hello. Hey, Temple of Oyena from South Africa. Hello. Oh, Utumaleng. Am I saying that right? Itumaleng. Have I said that right? Itumaleng. Have I butchered it? Hey, Sierra, how's it going? One of our, I will let the prizes do the talking, but I just want to say thank you to every single one of you who actually showed up for yourself, because as much as I am doing this challenge, or I'm hosting the challenge, this was very much still a challenge for me personally, because if you don't know already, 2025 was one of the hardest years of my life, and it's only by the grace of God that I'm here. So I say all that to say the start of this year for me personally was an opportunity to reset physically, mentally, and spiritually. Hey Ashley, oh, my head wrap. I think this is actually from Shein. It's from Shein. But yeah, so I'm just really excited just to chat with you guys and show some of the prizes. So for the winners, I'm so sorry, but I can only show pictures on Instagram, I think. Sorry, on YouTube. So if you want to see the prize winners, I will, of course, post all of this on my Instagram in general. But YouTube, I'm streaming on StreamYard. So that actually allows me to reveal some of the pictures. But yes, I just want to acknowledge the commitment, because 30, like, we had ladies doing 20,000 steps every day, no days off, guys. It was crazy. And I was even trying to catch my breath. There were days where I was like, I cannot do another step, but they really just helped just keep everyone motivated. Like, there's one thing about the inner circle, and it's just the community. Once you sign up to the inner community, to the inner circle, all the links will be provided in the description, or if you look in my bio and Instagram. But if you just go ahead and log into the inner circle, truly it's the best community you can ever find. Honestly, people are so positive. There's no judgment, there's no shame. It's only upliftment and encouragement. Hey, Nusa from Paris. So yeah, this live is just truly to just reflect and just celebrate the amazingness that we all did for 30 days of just really resetting. And yeah, doing some good stuff. So truthfully, with this reset, for me, what changed internally was so much. So it may be a bit TMI, but if you're someone who's ever had gut issues, having consistent, movements to exit out of your body are really important. So I really had much more consistent movements, and my gut was not irritated. Like, I have a very sensitive gut, so a lot of things can inflame me and cause me to have like flares or episodes. So with this challenge, because we weren't eating out, like literally like maybe once a week, if that, it really helped me to just have my gut just have some peace. Because I don't know if anyone's ever had any kind of like irritable bowel situation. You know how just alarming it can be when you just go out to eat and then just like you can't eat for another 3 days because your gut is just so inflamed. But this challenge really just helped me be consistent with my meal prepping, and just really helped me just get a gauge on my health and what I was putting into my body, because what you put into your body is so important for your health, for your hair, for your skin, for everything. Like last year, I was breaking out, my ends thinned out, like it was it was crazy. So that's what really helped me internally. And the habits for me that actually felt the hardest, and feel free to comment. Yeah, IBS is not the one. And I don't even want to say I have IBS because, but at this point, it just seems like every time I eat certain foods, it just does not agree with my body. But yeah, the habits that I felt the hardest, I think for me, was actually trying to be consistent with steps. We were only supposed to do 10,000, but some of us were a bit step happy. We had some hot steppers who really, but you know what? I love that, because it means that it's more of a challenge, and it shows that like what we're actually capable of. So the steps were really the hardest for me. And I think what surprised me the most was just how consistent I could be with meal prepping and actually taking the time to eat healthy foods. Because what I loved was at the end of each day, we would actually post everything that we eat that day, and it was just so encouraging. And if you didn't have anything nice to post, then it's a bit embarrassing. So you want to like cook good food, right? But for me, the discipline with this challenge was so good, because when you're accountable with people, it makes all the difference. Like there's nothing better than having community and having sisters or friends to lead on when you're feeling like I can't do this anymore. Having community is really the difference. It's what makes the difference in staying committed. So I'm also going to be talking about what are the next steps with regards to what we're going to be doing, because I know a lot of us really enjoyed the challenge and we kind of like want to stay intact and all that good stuff. So don't worry, I haven't forgot about you. But yeah, the food posted always looked so good, and I was always so encouraged by what other people were eating. So that was such a blessing. So yes, guys. So for 30 days, we did at least 10,000 steps. We drank at least 2 liters of water. I think that's about 66 fluid ounces. We did low manipulation with our hair. We focused on whole foods. And a lot of us actually got our bloods drawn and tested to test for the specific nutrients that influence hair growth and impact hair loss. So things like iron, or your ferritin stores, vitamin D, zinc, looking at thyroid as well. But all of this information is also in the inner circle. But honestly, these non-negotiables are what set this challenge apart from every other challenge that we've done, because it was so intentional and holistic. So without further ado, I know some of y'all want some prizes. So should we go ahead and announce some of these prizes? So what I am going to do, so I've realized that was not a very flattering angle for YouTube, but what I am going to do is reveal some of the prizes. So if you don't know already, there were 3 different categories for prizes. There was the most amount of steps. There was the most consistent check-in. So that's checking in every day to say, hey guys, I did this non-negotiable, this, do you just tick every box? Good. And then we also had another category for the community MVP. So that was voted by people on the inner circle. And pretty much you just vote whoever you felt like was the most uplifting, the most encouraging, all that good stuff. So we have 3 and possibly more prizes to announce. So what I will do is I can only show the pictures because I've actually created some pictures for the prizes. So I'm really excited. I'm literally smiling so much. So Sierra, please join us on YouTube if you can. So let me go ahead and do that. I should probably have some music, right? Like a drum roll. Let's do a drum roll. Let me gather myself. So you can tell I'm not really tech savvy. Okay, let me get the picture ready. Okay. Let's do this. What do I do? How do I do this, guys? Okay, I think it's here. Well, this would be really annoying if I didn't know how to share. Woo, okay. Give me a moment, guys. Oh, I found it. Okay. So I'm going to share this image file. Cool. So can we get a drum roll, please? So for the most amount of steps, I am so pleased to announce, okay, our joint winners. Hopefully you guys can see. Round of applause. Okay, I need to do a yay roll effect. Yay effect, YouTube. Sorry if this is very anticlimactic, but we have Nusa and Sierra, okay, because these ladies absolutely smashed it. They were doing 20,000 steps every single day for 30 days, no days off. Guys, I don't know about you, but that is mad. So congratulations to Nusa and Sierra. What you will both be getting is a full wash kit from Mineral Naturals, free of charge. And you guys already know yourselves. Fun fact, actually, Nusa won this last year. So she's winning again. So clearly she's doing something right. So well done to Nusa, well done to Sierra. And honestly, Sierra has done so well. She has 3 children, okay, young children, and she still managed to show up every single day to ensure that she's part of this challenge. So well done to you guys. You guys have done amazing. Truly, walking for hair growth makes all the difference. It helps with blood circulation. And we know that circulation feeds follicles. So well done to Nusa and Sierra. Well done. Okay, guys. Let's do another drum roll, please. So I'm going to be announcing well, I'll let you know. You all make sense. So I'm so pleased to announce, actually, someone who has won 2 prizes, because not only were they the most consistent with check-ins, but they were also the most MVP, the most valuable player, voted by everyone in the circle. So that is Kets. So well done to Kets. So I want to read out some things that people said about Kets, because truthfully, she is one of those people that you cannot stop smiling about. So these were some of the votes that people said for her. They said that Kets, that there's so many superstars, but Kets really got the nomination because she was so encouraging. She was reading everyone's posts, sharing encouraging words and struggles, even, because it was all about transparency. And honestly, she was very, very, very engaged throughout the entire process. She was literally ticking the boxes every single day, and she just really uplifted and supported every single person. So well done to Kets for just being the MVP. Okay, so well done to Kets. So I know I did say, okay, that there are 3 prizes, but because the way you guys showed up, I don't think you understand. It actually encouraged me even more. So I couldn't just not give out any more prizes, because it would just be a disservice to this the level of commitment that everyone showed. So I will also be announcing some honorary. So let's do a drum roll, please. We also have some honorary mentions, which I'm going to share here. Yay! So if you are watching on Instagram, I'm so sorry you can't see, but honestly, these women that I'm gonna mention were truly uplifters. So I want to first mention Jessica because she was the second runner up for the most amount of steps. And there was a point where she was actually relatively low on the charts. And then all you see is that she went all the way up and surpassed. She became third. And I was just like, the level of consistency, she needs to be aware that she's worthy of a prize. So to Jessica for the step count runner up. And then also our community uplifters. I hope I'm not going to butcher your names, guys. I'm going to try my best, but Jachiva was honestly, she was so good in just encouraging people. She really did feel quite out of her comfort zone, but she was still so committed to showing up every single day, posting her meals, doing her check-in. So honestly, these honorary mentions are very much needed. We also had Sharla, who honestly gave us, she was the pastor of the whole challenge. She would give us like great messages and encouragements just to make sure that we're actually spiritually also inclined, and just encouraged everyone. And of course, Siobhan also celebrated a birthday during the challenge, but she was still so consistent, and she was doing steps, guys. Like, she was literally putting us to shame with those steps. And of course, how can we forget, hopefully I'm not butchering your name, but Utamaleng. You guys, honestly, we're going to run the yay again because you all did so, so good. And what I will do is I'm going to create a gift back for you guys from Amino Naturals. So please do reach out to us on email, hello@aminonaturals.com, to claim your prizes. And I'm just so excited for you all because truthfully, this, guys, have to do the yay again. It has been 30 days, okay, of consistency, 30 days of showing up for ourselves. It has been tough. People have gone through life, but they've still just been so consistent. And that's something that's worthy to be celebrated, because it's not always easy, especially as a woman, to put yourself first, to, take your self-care seriously. So the level of commitment to the challenge, to the cause, was really encouraging to see. And I'm just so happy that it moved more offline than online. Like, obviously I've been online for such a long time, but I'm so happy to be doing things beyond the internet. And I think with this world of AI, it's really important that we do things like this, because the way the internet is going. But I hope in future we can actually do something in person and do some cool stuff like this. So that is the end officially of the Hair Growth Reset 2026. And what I will say is that then it doesn't stop here, okay? The next steps for this is we're going to be entering a maintenance phase. So we are going to continue some of the non-negotiables and allow ourselves to be more accountable, because I think we've done a really good thing here in instilling all of the habits that, you need to have a good and healthy, thriving life. But what we're going to do now is take it to the next level and go into maintenance phase. So with the maintenance phase, funnily enough, a lot of you have actually joined the walking challenge for the maintenance phase already without even me announcing. So it shows that you guys are eager. But what we will be doing is doing 10,000 steps. But it's not as and when. Ideally, it should be every day, but this is an opportunity for you to be accountable. So we won't show or display the total number of steps, but we are going to allow people to gain points for every day they complete 10,000. So that should help us to not feel like, oh my gosh, I need to walk 3 hours a day, like 10,000. Sierra said 40,000. Girl, I think you need to do your own challenge. But maybe one day we'll do 40,000. But for now, 10,000, I think is what most people can do for maintenance. So we're going to do 10,000 steps a day. We're also going to continue low manipulation, eating whole foods, and drinking 2 liters of water. With food, I know it's so easy to fall off, especially when you've been eating consistently well for such a long time. But I hope that the hopes with this challenge is truly to get ourselves to a point where these habits don't feel like we have to even try. It's just us being ourselves, and it will show. But the trick is to just be consistent. Like the more consistent we are, the more this will feel seamless and easy. So I pray to God that through this maintenance phase, it will not only allow us to be accountable, but it will allow us to truly be consistent. Because with hair growth, with health, it's not about the things you're doing. It's not really in the detail. It's really in the habits that you stack over. It's almost like, when you have £10 today versus £10 in the S&P 500 10 years ago. The amount of interest that would have accumulated from the £10 that you would put in 10 years ago would triumph over £10 that you just have cash, right? So that's what I'm hoping to do with these habits, in that they just stack and compound and allow you guys to truly thrive, and myself, because I'm keeping myself accountable. And also when you're getting your bloods drawn, it's important to reevaluate them every 6 months to ensure that your levels are actually growing, or you're maintaining just a good level of health. So the reset may be over, guys, but this lifestyle, it for sure continues. And we did not build these habits to drop them. So we're now entering the maintenance phase, which will allow us to be simple, to truly be sustainable, and just have real life. So as I said before, we're going to be doing 10,000 steps a day, or as close as possible. We're going to be, of course, doing low manipulation, 2 liters of water a day, whole foods as often as possible, and we're going to opt for weekly check-ins inside the inner circle. So there's no pressure, there's no perfection. We're just trying to continuously align, because growth doesn't happen in bursts. It happens in the environments that you create. So we will definitely relaunch the Hair Growth Reset 2.0 in May. But until then, we will maintain what we built. So what I will do is post a link to the Pacer app that we're going to be using and the specific challenge. So if you haven't already, go ahead and join the Pacer challenge for the maintenance phase. And then also, of course, sign up for the Inner Circle. It's totally free. It's an amazing platform with more amazing women who are just all down to find that common goal of healthier, not only hair, but a healthier you. So I put the links for the Pacer app. I've also put the link for the Inner Circle. Again, it's totally free. And yeah, I do actually want to do a bit of a pre-announcement, because I haven't officially told all channels, but for years, people have actually asked me to do one-on-ones, consultations to address hair growth from a holistic perspective. And for a long time, I have kind of withdrawn from the idea, because for me, I never want to put anything out there that I know I can't commit to. But you will be pleased to know that we will be allowing people to apply for one-on-one consultations, because with these consultations, what I'm going to do is it's going to require work from both sides, in a sense where if I'm going to give you a plan, I'm going to be on your head to commit to it, right? So with that being said, I will be announcing the one-on-one consultations that I'm going to start doing, and that will just be an opportunity for you to book a call with me and in fact, before you book a call, you're actually going to have to go through an intake form, and you're going to have to give me all the information that is possible, because that is going to really help me formulate a plan that can truly help the health of your hair. So we're looking at hair not just from a product, perspective. We're looking at your hormones, we're looking at your stress levels, any medication that you're on, because I think there's, with hair specifically, there's never that one person who is looking at your health from the perspective of your hair. You have a doctor, great, but they're not looking at the health of your hair. They're only looking at how to prescribe medications to manage your systems. Okay, you have a fitness instructor. They're not looking at your health in terms of your hair. They're only looking at your health in terms of how whatever your fitness goals are. So I see the service as a way to truly combine everything that could be potentially connected to hair in one place. So I will be releasing more information about that, and applications will open, and it's going to require work. So I'm not going to be working with everyone under the sun. I'm only going to be working with people who truly want to see a change in their hair, who are tired of year after year being at the same length, having issues with the receding hair, all these issues. It's going to be a chance for you to truly get to the root cause of your hair issues and allow your hair to thrive. And I believe I'm definitely at a point now where I can truly pour so much into it while still maintaining my business, supporting my husband, and raising my children. So with that being said, I will release more information about that. But in the meantime, to close this off, because I know a lot of people may not even know about me, may not even know about Mineral Naturals, but I want to give you the perfect opportunity to try us out, because once you, we have a 73% customer return rate at Mineral. That just goes to show that if you even just try one product, the chances of you coming back again is about 73%. And the industry standard, by the way, is maybe like 20%. So we're doing pretty well. It just goes to show you that our products not only work, but then the community that supports us sees the value in what we offer. So what I will be doing at the end of this live is doing a flash sale, okay? And the thing is with these flash sales, people, thank you so much, Sierra, praying for strength. People get a bit angry when it ends, but I'm going to be giving you guys notice, okay? And I am timing it. So whilst I go through some questions, I am going to allow you to, I should have probably announced the flash sale so you can actually have an idea of what you want to purchase. So, but I will give you my recommendation. So if you use the code, which I'm going to get because I need to reactivate it. If you use the code FLASH40, that will get you 40% off site-wide. Guys, I repeat, 40% off site-wide. This 40% is basically us handing you this product for free. Oh, thank you, Ashley. You said love your products. So go ahead and use the code FLASH40 to get 40% off site-wide for only 10 minutes. Okay. And if you are seeing us for the first time, if you don't know me already, my name is Janet Davies. I'm your hair growth guide, and I've been on this. I've been in the natural hair industry for over 15 years. I'm a graduate in BSc biochemistry, so I'm a biochemist at heart. And we've been running Mineral Naturals, which is the ultimate hair growth experience, for coming up to 6 years now. And we are a non-toxic, hormone-safe hair care line specifically formulated for Afro textured hair. So with that being said, go ahead and use the code FLASH40 for 40% off site-wide, no minimum spend, and it ends in 10 minutes. So let me go ahead and start the timer. And in the meantime, I'm going to answer questions and then give you some product recommendations if you're just trying us out for the first time. So there we go. Use the code FLASH40 for 40% off. And if you're watching this on the replay, I'm so sorry. Try and catch another one of my lives. So use the code FLASH40 for the next 10 minutes. And in the meantime, what I will say is if you are trying us out for the first time, it would be helpful if I actually had products, right? The issue is I never have enough product and I'm the founder. So someone said, can we have your products in Nigeria? It's so expensive ordering from abroad, converting the dollar price to naira. Ayomide, I'm telling you now, you're in the spirit, okay? We're working on it. Everyone who's Nigerian, ordering from Nigeria, we are working on it. We are literally since we have been in business, every single day without fail, we get a message, where can we get your product in Nigeria? So I have heard loud and clear. In fact, when it comes to our website, looking at the analytics, the second most viewed location is Nigeria. and we're not there. So we need to do better. So yeah, we will, by God's grace, be touching the motherland, Nigeria. So if you're Nigerian, please let me know. And if you don't know already, I'm obviously living in the UK, but I'm Nigerian at heart. A lot of people don't believe me. A lot of people DM me and be like, "Are you Nigerian?" I'm like, "Yeah." So my middle name is actually Ido, and Ido means third child or born after twins. So yeah, I'm Nigerian. I'm Yoruba, fully first generation migrant from Nigeria, living in the UK. My parents came here without 2 pennies to rub, and now I'm here. So with that being said, I'm gonna just get the Tangle Slayer real quick. Hopefully you guys don't see the mess that was behind me. So if you're someone who is like, what do I get? I want to use this 40% off, but what do I get? Then I would definitely recommend the Tangle Slayer. This is one of our best sellers, and they are a bestseller for a reason. The Tangle Slayer is infused with slippery elm. If you don't know already, slippery elm is a really smooth, almost like, think of like okra, kind of like okra, slimy herb. Like when slippery elm combines with water, it creates this mucilage and it creates amazing slip for afro hair. Because if you don't know, our hair type gets incredibly tangled, incredibly knotted. And if you're someone who struggles with wash day, Tangle Slayer, okay? So go ahead and use the code FLASH40 for 40% off everything. Again, we are non-toxic and so I'm reading comments, and hormone safe, so we don't have any endocrine disruptors. Oh, Noosa said, I'd like to order the Grip and Grow Jelly, Herbal Silk, and Tangle Slayer as well. Would it be possible to add them to my price shipment? So Noosa, your prize comes with everything apart from Grip and Grow Jelly. But if you want Grip and Grow Jelly, I'll add that in for you because you showed up. Let me write that down. Oh, Ayomide said you're Yoruba. I'm Yoruba too. Yes, Yoruba for life. So my last name isn't Yoruba. So whenever I can understand why people don't assume I'm Nigerian because my name is Janet Davies. In fact, I was actually upset taking my husband's name because I felt like I'm so whitewashed. Like if someone sees me or reads my name, they just like assume you're probably like an old white lady. But I'm like, I'm Nigerian. So someone asked, can you use this after washing and conditioning your hair? So the funny thing is that Tangle Slayer is a detangling conditioner, but it can also be used as a leave-in because it's still very moisturizing. So yes, it is a multi-purpose product. However, the Moisture Miracle leave-in conditioner has added humectants, things like glycerin, honey, which further amplify the moisture in your hair. So whilst this is solely a detangling conditioner, it can technically still be used as a leave-in. But if you're someone who suffers with chronically dry hair, then I would recommend the Moisture Miracle leave-in conditioner. And how many minutes do we have left? We have 5 minutes left until Flash 40 ends. So you've got 5 minutes until Flash 40 ends, guys. And then let me put this in my diary for News's gift to add the Grip and Grow. Not a problem, girl. Are you going to win it next year, Nusa? That would be too funny. At this point, we'll just be sending you annual shipments because... So let me put this in my diary before I forget. So yeah, okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, so Tangle Slayer for detangling. If you're someone who is like, I kind of want to just try everything you have, like absolutely everything, then I would recommend the hair recovery bundle in standard. But if you have perhaps alopecia or more alopecia prone hair or high porosity hair, go for the pro version of the hair recovery bundle. But if you're someone who perhaps you have a limited budget, then I would recommend the Tangle Slayer. Or my most beloved Herbal Silk. And of course, we come in multiple sizes, guys. We have the same products in smaller sizes and in larger sizes. So this is 250 ml, which is about like 18 ounces, I'm not sure. And then This is the herbal silk in 1 liter, which is in 33 fluid ounces. Which is like this kind of like, I have people who literally just purchase maybe once a year or once every 18 months, because the prices may seem intimidating on our website, especially for the super size. But guys, you get a lot of product. Like this is like especially if you don't have hair as long as mine, this is probably over a year's worth supply of product. Okay, and you're getting it off 40% off. Okay, how many minutes we got left? 3 minutes left until Flash 40 is over. So I would recommend getting the hair recovery bundle if you just want to try everything. But if you're just like, I just want the core essentials, then definitely get the wash kit, because that has everything you need from start to finish for a full wash day routine. And you can basically try everything. So again, Flash 40 is ending in 2 minutes. And once it's gone, it's gone. So let's have a look. 3 minutes to go, guys. So my recommendations stay the same. If you're someone who just wants to try this out, I would recommend the Tangle Slayer. If you want to try something out also, then I would recommend the Herbal Silk. So the Herbal Silk is a strengthening, deep conditioning mask. It's infused with so many different herbs and also silk amino acids, which are small enough to penetrate the hair shaft and make it stronger. The kind of herbs that it's infused with are amla, aretha, ashwagandha, bringrai, brahmi, neem, and fenugreek, all infused in here. Unfortunately, like a lot of my products, they're empty because I actually do use my products all the time. But it's this beautiful brownie herbal conditioner and smells amazing. We do not use any fragrances. We only use all natural essential oils to naturally fragrance our products, because if you don't know already, fragrances are actually quite toxic to especially women, because they can basically mimic hormones within your body. And if you're doing that years and years and years and years, then that can actually have an effect long term when it comes to your hormonal health. And these are things not really realized until much later. So we don't use any fragrances in our products whatsoever, all natural essential oils. News is Charlotte said, thank you, Janet, for the discount. Appreciate you. Not a problem. It's my job here. Hey, Kaden. Nusa said, and it's funny because I really didn't think I would win. I've just committed myself to hitting 20K steps every day. The competition was real. The ladies were coming for it. Yes. Sierra was on your heels and she was coming. So I guess you're in the French time zone, and Sierra's in the California time zone. So Nusa will be waking up doing her 20K, and then like the 10 hours or whatever difference it would be, Sierra would be right there. Sometimes I feel like Sierra will do 20K before even 12 p.m. UK time, which is probably like midnight. I don't know what you were doing, Sierra, but you were doing a lot, and I love that for you. So our Nisa, she said, I love the Tangle Slayer. It's a really good product. Thank you so much. So yes, you guys, honestly, in the inner circle are just everything, and I'm just so happy to like have this community. So yes, how long do we have left? How long? Oh, how can I forget the other bestseller? Okay, the alarm's about to go off, but I will talk about one more. Okay, I will give you a grace period for everyone who's trying to use Flash 40. So the other product I wanted to mention is anyone who suffers with specific hair loss around the hairline and edges, especially traction alopecia, any PCOS or hormonal related hair loss. What I would love to show, I don't have it again because I actually use all these products, and my husband does too, but Follicle Fuel Pro Plus, which looks very similar to Kink Care. But Follicle Fuel Pro Plus is an amazing herbal oil blend with a whole host of herbs and essential oils that really help to tackle hair loss, specifically hormone-related hair loss. Because if you don't know already, there is this hormone called DHT, which stands for dihydrotestosterone, which actually targets your hair follicles and causes them to shrink and to die. So that's not something we want in our life. So with DHT, there are natural ways you can reduce the amount of DHT in your blood and even around your hair follicles. So that's things like sleeping well, eating well, so reducing things like insulin resistance, stress, reducing stress, reducing alcohol. All of these things help naturally to lower DHT. But if you're someone who has perhaps PCOS and you have in general elevated androgens because of the nature of your condition, then DHT can be elevated. So if you're trying to tackle, elevated DHT levels, specifically causing hair loss, then go ahead and check out Follicle Fuel Pro Plus, because it has quite a number of DHT blockers, things like Amla, sorry, I'm laughing at the comments, rosemary essential oil, and pumpkin seed oil as well. So that's Follicle Fuel Pro Plus, and use the code FLASH40 for 40% off for just 2 minutes, okay? FLASH40 for 40% off for the next 2 minutes, and I'm going to time it. And once it's done, okay? So you've got 2 minutes on the clock. FLASH40 ends in 2 minutes. FLASH40. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sierra, I love you too. Temple of Oyena says gratitude for the community. Yes, so grateful. Nusa, she said you had me sweating. Girl, you had the whole community sweating. I don't know what. Did you guys, I want to know. Tell me the truth. Did you walk all those steps, or did you give your watch or your phone to one of your children? Because I can't lie, I was low-key tempted to do that, but I didn't. But it would have felt right. Because some of the times, or some of the days, those 20,000 steps, I was looking at my treadmill was looking at me, and I said absolutely not. In fact, there was times I've had so many injuries, but I've just been walking through the injuries, which is not something I'll ever advise to do, but I'm just that kind of person. So yes, 1 minute to go, guys, before FLASH40 is over. 1 minute to go, and then I'm also going to close out this live and just welcome everyone into the maintenance phase for Honorary Naturals, everyone in the inner circle. So FLASH40, that's the code FLASH40. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. FLASH40, FLASH40. Okay. And I'm not playing, guys. I will turn this off. I can see people checking out, but I will. We've got 33 seconds. 33 seconds. 30. FLASH40, FLASH40. If you're not sure what to buy, grab yourself a Tangle Slayer if you hate long wash days. If you've got alopecia, grab yourself Follicle Fuel Pro Plus. If you need some strength in your hair, if you're high porosity, grab yourself Herbal Silk, okay? Okay, use the code FLASH40. That's 40% off site-wide. And this is something we rarely ever do, but I want everyone to just have a chance to try out Hormonal Naturals, because again, it's non-toxic, hormone safe hair care, and just like that, it's over. So FLASH40. Sierra said no, LOL chasing them. Nusa said absolutely not. 10K at my job and then 10K watching Grow with Joe workouts. I love that. Temple of Oyena said, I wonder if Nusa gave her dog the pedometer. Girl, I was wondering too. So that is the end of the sale, guys. So if you weren't able to use the code this time, definitely tune into my next live, which I cannot promise when it will be, but there will be another live, because I kind of like chilling with you guys. I like chilling with you guys. And I actually hope to meet some of you in person in the future this year. I'm going to be speaking it into existence, okay? Because I want to see your faces. I want to hug y'all. And honestly, going to New York last year transformed my life forever. The women I met were so amazing. So we need to do this. We need to meet in the flesh. Yeah, dancing really does the trick to get you over 10K. Temple of Vienna said, let me get my passport. So I really pray that I can, go to the US again this year. And by God's grace, who knows where else? If you want us to come to your city, let us know. Yes, Sierra, I just wish you didn't live in California. That's so, my head hurts thinking of the time difference. New York is hard enough, but California, whoa! And the flight is even longer. Oof, ciao. Can you meet me halfway, please? Sierra, I'd love to meet you. California. Okay, guys. It is 9 p.m. in the UK and my energy has reduced. So I'm going to have to love ya. But not leave ya. What I will do is I will see you guys in the inner circle. Okay. I will see all of you. Okay. In the inner circle. Best community ever. So cool. Flash 40 is officially over. And I'm just so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this challenge. As much as it was a challenge for all of you guys, it was a challenge for me. I was literally shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand with you all, because this was for you guys, but selfishly it was also for me, because again, as I said, 2025 was a very, very hard year for me, and this was an opportunity for me to reset and what other better way to do that than in community. So thank you guys so much for the love. Thank y'all for the support, for the continuous upliftment. And remember, if you are one of the honorary mentions, so I'm going to repeat myself: Jessica, Siobhan, Itumeleng, Sharla, and Jachiva, please reach out to us so we can send you out your gifts for just being a part of this amazingness. But no, thank you, Nusa. Thank you, Sharla. Please take care of yourself. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you, all. I'm going to have to get myself some good sleep tonight because I don't have to do 20,000 steps again tomorrow. But it's going to feel a bit weird, isn't it? Just a little bit. But no, thank you, guys. I've been Janet. You guys have been amazing, and I'll catch you all in the circle. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.